President Trump fired up tonight over the Democrats' refusal to compromise on border security. The president tweeting tonight that the Democrats just don't seem to want it. Joining me now with reaction, Chair of the Republican National Committee, Ronna McDaniel. Good evening, Chairwoman. Good to have you on, Justice. The president seems very determined, and I think he knows or smells what a lot of us are smelling, and that is that the so-called bipartisan committee that didn't want to hear from ICE is looking not so much to protect Americans, but is looking to allow people to come into the country by not providing for the steel slats and for eliminating some of the ICE detention beds, which allows immigrants to just freely roam the country. What do you think?
Well, the president's doing something that Democrats aren't doing, and he's listening to the ICE agents and the CBP agents and listening to what they're seeing on the border every day. And today, Janine, we just saw CBP release that just in the past 4 months, 200,000 arrests have been made at the border. That is an 85% increase over the same time last year. So the president is exactly right. He is listening to the people on the front lines. We have a crisis. Democrats know it. They've known it for a long time. They want it to persist, and the president didn't come here to sit on his hands. He came here to solve problems, and he's going to get this done.
Okay, just quickly, why? People say why. What's your take on why? Why does the left just sit on their hands and...
They want porous borders. I do think that they want porous borders to help get voters. I think they feel like if they have porous borders and they bring these people into this country and they show that they'll let them in, that they'll be voters for them in the future, it changes the electoral map. You know, California now counts non-citizens in their census. This inflates their congressional representation. I mean, this is a power play that Democrats have made. It is certainly not about the working men and women in this country, because as you let people into this country and take more of our hard earnings and give it to people with entitlements or other things that they're taking in education or health care, it's not good for our country. And the president is saying legal immigration's great. We have more jobs right now than we have people to fill it. Let's fix the illegal immigration, and let's fix legal immigration so we can bring people in based on merit, based on jobs that are open. That's the right way to do this. Democrats used to agree. This is ridiculous that they're standing down on an important issue, and it's making our country less safe.
It certainly is. And, you know, today, I mean, another arm of this left socialist-leaning thinking, when Kirsten Gillibrand, the senator from New York, who's one of the 2020 hopefuls, said that it was an urgent goal to eliminate private health insurance. What is she talking about, and why?
Well, you just talked about socialism and how it's creeping in. And this is how Democrats are bringing socialism into our country. They want government to take over our health care. 177 million people in this country right now are on private insurance plans. So what the Democrats are saying, now it's Kirsten Gillibrand, before it was Kamala Harris, they're saying we want to cancel all your private plans. We want the government to dictate to you your health insurance, and we do not want you to have a relationship with your doctor and make your choices based on your health care personally. And this is just an overreach. It's a government takeover of our health care, and it will bankrupt our country. This is another step towards socialism, and it shows how far left the Democrat Party has become.
Very frightening. Ronna McDaniel, thanks so much for being with us tonight.
Thanks for having me.